the tariffs are working, but we need to double down because
you want more. I mean,
they're cheating, right? They're they're just subsidizing and then
India. Tell me about India. Why is India allowed to do that? They have to pay tariffs. Do they have an exemption on rice?
No, sir. We're still working on their trade deal. So
yeah, but they should be dumping. I mean, I heard that from others. So you can't do that.
That was a glimpse from a roundtable discussion between American farmers and the U.S. President Donald Trump. Briefing the president was Meryl Kennedy, the CEO of a Louisiana-based Kennedy rice mill. In attendance was also U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins. The latest target? India's rice imports. It was at this event where Trump announced a $12 billion aid package for American farmers, a fund from the hundreds of billions of dollars collected as tariff revenue this year by Washington. In fact, Trump has signaled a desire to consider fresh tariffs on agricultural imports. These include Canadian fertilizers apart from Indian rice. Interestingly, the US president was also confronted by farmers' complaints about cheap foreign goods undercutting US producers. Listen in.
There's a WTO case against India now.
Give me the countries, if you could. Go ahead. India, who else?
So India.
Mark it down. What'd you say?
Yes, sir.
India, Thailand, China into Puerto Rico, not into the continental U.S., but into Puerto Rico. Those are the main culprits.
So Puerto Rico used to do a lot of business, and now
100% Puerto Rico was U.S. based.
All right.
And
so
now
easy to settle. Okay.
But there's others too, and I can get you a full list.
Give me a full list. Yeah.
Of course I can.
Clearly, farmers at the table have pressed Trump to take a harder line, arguing that subsidized rice imports are battering U.S. markets, also pushing domestic prices down. Now remember, Trump and other Republicans are racing against time, this to respond to voters' cost of living worries, all of which as inflation drags on. With tariffs only pushing domestic prices higher, it's not surprising why Trump is targeting China, India, Canada, even Vietnam. Interestingly, farmers have been strong supporters of Donald Trump, but many are now affected by market pressures partly linked to the current tariff policies under Donald Trump, raising the big question: have Donald Trump's tariffs backfired? Now for India, the timing of this fresh trade tirade is what stands out. Because US and India are resuming trade dialogue, with the two sides meeting on December 10 and 11. The US Trade Representatives delegation, led by Deputy USTR Rick Switzer and India's Commerce Secretary Rajesh Agarwal as its chief negotiator. Remember, there's been little forward movement since August when Trump imposed 50% tariffs on Indian goods, a move he stated was meant to punish New Delhi for its trade barriers and continued purchases of Russian oil. So as New Delhi aims to wrap up the first tranche of the BTA before the end of the year, will Trump's own domestic pressures, fueled by high consumer prices and persistent inflation, result in yet another trade deadlock for New Delhi? That's a question, perhaps, which will be plaguing the Indian trade delegation this time around.
Fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.